Alright, your Association of American Railroads Manual Standard Recommended Practice Brake Equipment S486, 6, Chapter 6, Quarterly Test Testing Device Using Testing Apparatus Figure 6.1. For the paragraph 5, steps 1 through 4 with initial test requirements. Assemble the test device, test rack figure 6.1, best testing with all cocks on test rack and single card test device in closed position. Open supply cock, recharge supply reservoir. So you have your strainer supply cock mounting facility, test rack, feed rack, 3/4 inch pipe supply, cubic inch reservoir, 1/2 inch cock number 1, 3/4 inch hose, single point air gauge, 3/4 inch hose, cock number 2, the 1/2 inch pipe not more than 6 feet length with a less than 5 feet operating reservoir, 800 cubic inches, cock number 3, cock number 4, cock number 5, S3 branch T pipe, and a FC3 hose coupling. The supply line pressure for the maintained with a 90 psi mean with a suitable regulating valve is recommended with the regulating valve set to be less than 10 psi greater than test pressure. Operating valve several times bench for the rotary valve with a handle position 1, 2, 6. Finally, leave with a handle in position 3 with a lap. Open flow rater bypass cock the minute the test number of the clove of the cop. Cock's clove of the test rotary valve handle position 3 lap. Open with the open cock 1. Test device 3/8 inch cock. Cutting open 3/8 inch soap of the take rotary valve leakage of the brake pipe. Leakage must not exceed 1 inch bubble in 5 seconds. Close with the 3/8 inch cock mount for test. Rotary valve handle the position 6 of the coat of the device exhaust bar. Soap side position 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Consecutively leakage must not exceed 1 inch bubble in 5 seconds. With the rest test rotary valve handle position 1 soap gland. Soap on the glad hand connection between the test device for the test rack. No leakage is permitted. For the device, test device low pressure position. Open cock 3 and open cock 2. All reserve charge with the 80 psi compared with the reservoir test gauge. Test device black hand. Note with the gauge hand with a greater than half psi. The reservoir set with the test device high pressure position. Out the reservoir charge with the 90 psi compared with the reservoir test gauge. Test device red black hands. Noted with the gauge hand. Registered within a half psi. Move the rotary valve handle position 3. Position 3. Observe the device gauge period with 1 minute. New leakage permitted in the rotary valve handle position 1. Alright, test 6.1. Closed flow rater bypass cock with they must not indicate the airflow flow rater bypass cock. Open cock 4, allowing air vent through the 2800 millimeter choke fitting of the test rack. Closed with the flow rater bypass cock with the ball mounted strap. The flow tube with the zone between the condemning line with the top of the tube. 9. If the flow rater failed to pass the test, check with the calibration choke according to steps 11 and repeat with the steps 6.1. If the calibrating choke has been checked, the ball and the gas tube of the flow rater must be cleaned and remove all the oil foreign material that has been carried in the device from the tube. It is properly installed with the top on the tube must be low with the containing line. If the flow rater bypass test clove of the cock tube, wait until the flow air with the 28 millimeter choke fitting stop with the clove of the cock 3. Open the flow rater bypass cock with receive the paragraph 6.2 with the complete with the test device. If the testing with the testing coupling provides in paragraph 6.1. Open the flow rater bypass cock with the rotary valve with position 1. Charge with the volume reservoir with the 90 psi. Wait 1 minute. Move with the rotary valve handle position 3. Flow rate bypass. Open cock 4. Observe the volume reservoir pH reduced with the 86 to 81 psi then 62 to 75 seconds. Close cock 3. Wait until the flow of the air from the 28 millimeter choke fitting stops. Close cock 4. If choke fitting fails to test, carefully place the filter below the choke clean and do not use metal tools to clean the choke. The appropriate cleaning solution may be used as needed. Once choke is clean, and replace with repeat test 6.1. Alright, 6.1. Your testing coupling capacity test. Move the rotary valve to the handle position 1. Opening cocks 1 and 2. Open the flow rater bypass cock clove with the cocks 4 and 5. Open cock 3. Attach testing coupling the FS3 hose coupling charge with the volume reservoir to 90 psi. Wait 1 minute. Move the rotary valve handle position 3. Flow rater bypass open the cock 5. Test 6.1. Observe the volume reservoir pressure gauge reduced from 86 to 81 psi with 63 to 76 seconds. Close cock 3. Wait until the flow air with the 28 millimeter fitting stop with the choke of the cock 5. Remove the test coupling choke. The fitting of the test carefully replace with the fitting broke. Blow the choke clean. Do not use the metal tool. Clean choke. Appropriate cleaning solution must be used if needed. Once the cloak is clean, replace with a repeat with paragraph 6.1. Alright, your rotary valve calibration. Close cock 3, 4, and 5. Open the flow rate bypass cock. Move the rotary valve handle position 1. Allow the 1 minute system charge. Move the rotary valve handle position 3. Open the test device 3/8 inch cock. The volume reservoir must decrease from 90 30 psi in 1 and 1.5 seconds. Close the 3/8 inch cock 3. Close the 3/8 inch cock. Move the rotary valve handle position through 2. Recharge the volume pressure through volume reservoir to 330 PSI, remove the rotary valve handle position 3, wait 1 minute, move the rotary valve handle position 2. Valve reservoir must increase 40 to 50 psi in 24 to 29 seconds. Move the rotary valve handle position 1, wait 1 minute, move the rotary valve handle position 4. Volume reservoir must decrease to 90 to 60 psi in 32 to 40 seconds. Move the rotary valve handle position 1, wait 1 minute, move the rotary valve handle position 5. Volume reservoir must decrease 90 to 40 psi in 4.5 to 5.5 seconds. Move the rotary valve handle position 1, wait 1 minute, move the rotary valve handle position 6. Volume reservoir must decrease 90 to 30 psi in 3.5 seconds. Alright, 7, brake cylinder pressure gauge. And I believe that's short, and then we'll read that. Alright, your brake cylinder pressure gauge. The brake cylinder pressure gauge shall be calibrated no less than frequently every 92 days. Electronic brake cylinder pressure gauge shall be calibrated once every 365 days or less. The gauge shall be calibrated using calibrated single car test device master gauge set with 28, 40, 60, 80 psi plus or minus 3 psi. Brake cylinder pressure gauge must read within 3 psi of the master gauge. Apply brake cylinder test gauge tag sticker indicating calibration date initial of the person performing the test. Date with the gauge test coupling due to the next calibration. Alright, Appendix A, troubleshooting procedures.